Magnus Carlsen, the world #1 ranked chess player, is so good at chess that he destroys all his opponents with complete dominance. While he always uses a lot of time to do so, can he defeat Vladislav Kovalev while his clock is running out? So Magnus begins with the French defense. Let's see, Kovalev taking his time. Okay, Kovalev thinking. We see the French exchange, which is not really a good opening to play against someone who has low time. You go for the advanced or something more complicated. Okay, Kovalev is taking his time. Normal developing moves are played. Kovalev is still thinking. Magnus has only 35 seconds, which is not much. Let's see what Kovalev does. Here Kovalev is maybe trying to let some time for Magnus so Magnus could think. Let's see how he pursues the game. Okay, so Kovalev is really taking his time. He's calculating everything. And Magnus has already gained 5 seconds per increment, because remember there is the 2 seconds increment. Okay, he plays knight to c3. Let's see. Magnus castles, of course, putting his king to safety. Kovalev still thinking. Well, he still has a solid 1 minute 30 seconds, which is a good advantage. He's still thinking. Magnus is more calm, he's taking his time while Kovalev is thinking. Let's see what Kovalev does. Kovalev takes, and yeah, he has a pawn. Magnus doesn't even care because that pawn, the d pawn, is just a sitting duck waiting to be taken. Magnus pushes the pawn to prevent bishop to g5, putting this annoying pin on the f6 knight. Okay, Kovalev plays rook e2, which is not a great move, because you could have played bishop to c4 and kept your pawn alive. Kovalev still thinking. He is 1 minute down. Plays knight to e5. Good time to think and Magnus takes. Attacking the knight, putting pressure. Magnus defends with the pawn sacrifice position. Still looking good for the two sides. Pretty cool actually. Kovalev moves his queen to b3, putting more pressure on the black knight on d5. Magnus is thinking a bit. Magnus plays queen to b6, a good move. Kovalev takes, Magnus takes. Now Magnus has his good knight. Well, Kovalev here could take with the bishop and win a pawn, but it's still dangerous because there is bishop to e6. Okay, so he exchanges the queens. Bishop to d2, developing his piece. Oh, attack on the knight. Knight to d3. Rook exchange. Takes with the bishop, because if takes with the rook, it blunders the a2 pawn. Magnus is really confident. He's attacking. Defends. Kovalev makes a mistake because a good exchange happens over here. Magnus pushes his pawns. He has a nice position. We are going for an endgame, which is dangerous. Facing the king is dangerous. The endgame king. See a pawn push by Kovalev. Good exchange, which is a mistake because exchanging pawns against the king of endgames is not good. Magnus. Kovalev is trying to bring his king closer to the b2 pawn. Magnus is putting pressure. Magnus' plan is to take the back rank and try to get some good attack. He takes the back rank. What will go on? Okay. Here Kovalev wants to exchange, which is not good for Magnus. You see a king move. King is going to come closer. We see a check. Now for the first time, Kovalev has less time than Magnus in the game. Wow, this is incredible. Kovalev has only seconds on his clock. Magnus oh no, this is a big mistake. Now Magnus has two passes, two connected pass pawns on the king side and on the queen side. This is basically winning. While it could be still a draw if well played, but yeah. Magnus might actually win here. Wow, the king push. Magnus is attacking the g4 pawn. We see a check. Magnus moves to safety. We see a pawn exchange. Check. Magnus pushing his pawns. Kovalev pushes his pawns. And we see a rook on b1. Nice. Kovalev resigned and Magnus won the game.